Hey y'all, welcome back to Tater's Garden. We're going to do a little update on what we've been up to with the hoop house. And one of the features that we added in this time was we put on a roll-up side on this tall side in the hoop house section. And so we're going to kind of go through how that went together. The first thing we did was we went and we picked up some conduit. This is, I think, ended up being 3/4 inch, but any size would work. It being particularly big wouldn't necessarily be beneficial. I went with 3/4 because it was cheap. It was like $4 for 10 feet. And then I also got a plastic pipe that would fit in and was reasonably snug. It's a little bit loose, but not so bad. Then we cut this into 6-inch pieces. That's about 6 inches. And those were our connectors for the conduit. Then we took the rest of the pipe and we cut 6-inch pieces and we cut those in half. And those are going to be how the plastic got attached to the pipe. I'll show you that in a second. So we put some screws through them on each one, and that's how we made the really long pipe. Then once we had the really long pipe made, we trimmed the plastic nice. We laid the big long pipe right a foot away from the plastic. We folded our trimmed plastic over. We put our half piece of pipe onto it, and we put a screw down through it to hold that. And then we started to roll it up. Move this board out of the way, re-rolled that whole assembly up, and that's what we have here inside the wall. We actually roll it the other way so it doesn't catch water. So what this roll-up side is going to do for us is it's going to allow us to ventilate the whole side of the hoop house. The whole wall can come up to allow it to ventilate. This will be especially good on days where it's warm in the morning, or it gets warm in the morning and then throughout the day, and then it's going to be chilly at night. We can come back out and lower the wall, lower it back down. And then when it gets really warm, we'll just put it up and leave it up, more than likely. And it only cost me maybe 20 bucks. We put these straps on. That keeps the whole thing from flapping. It's just to keep it all tucked up against the structure nice and tight. So for our handle, we got some conduit elbows is all we did. This is a 1-inch elbow that's attached to the long 3/4 piece, and there's another 3/4 elbow, and that's giving us our handle. You can see that we put 2 screws in it so that it wasn't wobbling in there. If it only had one, it'd wiggle back and forth one way. The other one locked it in from keeping that from happening. So this whole assembly, like I said, was maybe 20 bucks. You can buy roll-up side kits upwards of $200, honestly. And they'll have electric, solar-powered motors that come on a certain time of day and all kinds of stuff. That wasn't what I was going for. I was going for cheap and easy. And we built this door. This door is pretty awesome. It's double skin. As usual, we still need to get a handle on it. We got lots of lath holding all of the exterior plastic on. That was basically how we ended up doing it. Other people would use channel, but channel is basically $2 a foot, the channel and the wire. So we just ripped some lath on the table saw, slammed it in with the staple gun, and it was done. Let's talk about the greenhouse section in here. It's not quite done yet, but it's looking pretty awesome. I'm very excited. For this space, I wanted it to be double walled. So there's a divider wall between the greenhouse and the hoop house. There's a piece of plastic on both sides. Air will get trapped in between those 2 layers, and that's going to give us our insulation. So the way that on the wood frame parts, that was pretty easy to do. Just one piece of plastic on one side of the wood, one piece of plastic on the other side of the wood. On the bows, though, I did something different. What we did was we took some short pieces of channel, screwed those to the inside of the bows, and put another piece of plastic on the inside of the bows. So that's going to give us a lot of space, air pocket in there. And the way that I've seen other people do it is they'll put 2 pieces on the outside and they'll set up a fan to inflate the space between them. And it may be an upgrade that I try for next year for the whole tunnel, but it wasn't something I wanted to figure out, fiddle fart with this year. So I didn't do it. So I did this instead. Now we're going to get some tables built. There's going to be a big table that comes out here. We'll put all the trays in here. We'll put some water barrels under here that'll catch the sun's heat and hold on to that. There'll be more tables over there on the other side. We put a beefy post in to give us some rigidity on our end wall and a good thing to mount our door to. The end wall also has 2 pieces of plastic. 1 piece is clear, the other piece is white. I went with white because I had a lot of it extra laying around and I was running out of the clear, because I do want to have the option of putting another double layer on the whole tunnel next year.